What's up, party people? Welcome back to Curly Views for Yous. This is Curly. If this is your first visit, hey, I'm Curly. I started a channel a couple months ago because after following Amberlynn Reid for about a year via Oh Lordy, It's Jordy, and then also being exposed to that, which is foodie beauty, I just think that we need more sane people on the interwebs. Also, I just think we need more people of color, more Black creators, more female creators, all of the folks that, Trump's 2025 is neglecting in these times. So Amber did upload a video today. It is titled Lying to You All. I am coming off of the tail end of listening to Beck's reaction, well, whatever, Amberlynn's apology, whatever the fuck that was. I think the growth in Beck is just so palpable that Amberlynn can't even fucking touch it. And I love that for Beck. They have been able to not only show that a survivor can survive one of these fucking horrific abusers, they're also able to articulate what the abuser did wrong, because they have reflected back on it, and I appreciate that. I too have started calling out my abusers, just because I'm no longer going to lightly step through this world. Not doing it anymore, especially when people like Amberlynn Reid, like the abusers that I've had, they get to go through life so they just get to go through life. And that's not right. It's not right. So I encourage everybody, safely call out your abusers. If you don't have a platform for it, make one. I think it's so important for us to share our message, just because I'm in hopes of one day, at least in the US, that we eventually get something along the lines of the registry for the abusers, for us abusers, and like PDF files. I really hope that one day in the US that we will pass laws that protect people from domestic violence situations and narcissistic abuse situations, because we see these people, we've been under them through the abuse, right? Why can't we have a registry for these people, so when the next person who's wrapped up in the net of, in this case, narcissism, they will have a place to see, like, oh, is this person, really abusive? Like, is it, they'll be able to get some questions answered. I think it should be just like, the sex offenders registry. I think domestic violence should be something that we keep track of. I have been on the end of being abused right after they've gotten out of a relationship with somebody that they have abused before. And I knew nothing. I asked those questions, but I was lied to. That's just what it was, and it wasn't until, feel free to let me know if you like this story. It wasn't until, it's 2 or 3 in the morning on a cross-country road trip where I just entered the panhandle of Texas, get pulled over because I have a headlight out that I hadn't gotten fixed yet because it was a cross-country road trip. My partner and I get pulled out of the car because they want to, check the car. And I'm standing on the side of the road as an officer with his 10-bucket hat sitting on top of my car is on his hands and knees looking under. And I overhear on the radios that my partner, once they checked his license, that he does have charges against him in the past for domestic disturbance. I had no idea. And because I was so into and wrapped into the relationship, I didn't bring any of that to light until about 4 years later. And looking back, I definitely did suffer from abuses before then, but I thought that's what you had to do in order to be in a relationship with somebody that you loved. I thought you were supposed to ride or die for them. And they don't teach women that that's not the case. We're not supposed to be abused. We're not supposed to be spit on. We're not supposed to be touched when we don't want to be touched. And I think it's important that we get the message out as survivors that you do not have to put up with that bullshit, because it's bullshit of a small person. In this case, Amberlynn is not a small person. She is a big person, but very small-minded. Thank you for listening. It's just something that invigorates me when I hear a survivor's fucking story and how they are just sticking it to their abuser, because she deserves to be fucking shamed. She deserves everything that that's coming to her. And I really hope that she doesn't expire before these debts could be settled. That's what I hope for at least the people who survived her abuse. I would consider Crystal a survivor of her abuse, definitely Beck as a survivor of her abuse, Casey, of course. I really hope that they are hearing I hope the strength is helping them cope with what they've experienced and is also improving upon their strength to have survived this. Thank you for your time. All right, let's get into whatever fucking Miss Reid is saying. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. This is the first video of the...
Already so fucking pompous. I can't with this broad, man. Already so just, like, listen, I believe in fake it till you make it. I really do. But this sense of delusion is beyond me. It really is.
React Lynn series. So I have no idea how this is going to go down, but so many people are like, girl, just react to some videos. I don't know what to react to. So I went to Instagram and asked you guys, what do you want to see?
Literally, nobody asked her to do this. Everybody wants her to address the problems and just disgustingness of her. The PDF allegations, the way she takes care of her animals, the way she treats the people around her. Those are the things that people want addressed. And she just... it looks like she's high here, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's still doing the Delta 8. Like I mentioned, I don't want to be surprised if she's maybe not smoking it anymore, but she could be ingesting it via, like, you know, candies and whatnot. But she looks stoned as fuck here, too. So she can go fuck herself. I'm so over her.
So many ideas. I got a cute little journal out, and I wrote down at least 30 ideas. Like, there's so many.
Her and her fucking neck... It's just...
So I figured I would start off with the video that I feel like altered my YouTube experience and like the way people view me. It's a video that I uploaded 9 years ago on August 5th, 2016. The video is called Confessing Everything I've Lied About. So I remember that the reason why I filmed that video is because I saw another YouTuber doing Confessing Everything I Lied About, and their audience was so like understanding.
You ain't getting that here, baby girl. Guys, I'm going to speed her up because I have a feeling this is just going to be Couch Lynn speaking at us. And you already know that I'm not down. I may even delete some of this shit because I don't want her.
I'm gonna do the same thing because I wanted to be accountable. I was like holding a lot of guilt, and instead of my audience reacting in the same way that other YouTuber's audience did, it actually backfired on me.
She's consistently trying to compare herself to other people in terms of how her audience reacts to her. Again, just check her out. She's looking at the viewfinder once more, and she wants to see, does the lie look believable to me? And then that way it looks believable to them. And that's not the case at all. She just lives in this fucking delusional world where she just doesn't get medicated. It's so stupid.
And ever since then, like, I've been known as the girl who lied and the girl who continues to lie, even though since from that point, I've made sure to be honest and transparent, even in time.
She said that she's been honest and transparent for the last 9 years. She's... It's okay, Carly. It's okay. You already know what you're getting into. And then see, she looks at herself. Let me slow it down for everybody.
Have I been perfect?
See it?
No. I am human, but I'm also a YouTuber who shares a lot, but I'm still trying to hold on to so much. Let's, like, get into this reaction. Hey, guys. So...
All right, we're going to just get through this because we've probably all seen this, right? I'm not doing it. Not today.
I look so innocent. I sound so innocent. And I was getting a lot of hate at that time, but that girl right there had no idea what was coming for her at all. Just imagine yourself
coming for her. This is what you created. This is the reaction that your existence and what you do has created. This is, you build your own world. We all get to make decisions, free will, to build our own world. And Amberlynn decides to destroy people. Look at her face.
The people around me, because the hate was rising. It was getting worse. And trust me, I was bullied in school. I very much was. But I was bullied by like a handful. And now all of a sudden, I was being bullied by hundreds. I think I was just becoming overwhelmed. And I feel like I knew it led me to lie, which then led me to make this video. And it's like, I don't even remember the things I lied about. So let's keep watching. Trust me.
Trust me. This is the weirdest fucking thing. It's Amberlynn watching herself lie.
I just felt like
to her community.
My aunt situation.
And then I guess
in that video, I had
reacting to it.
The easiest way to go. Okay, taking accountability. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Yo, this guys, I don't know if I should react on this because this is just rage baiting. I don't know if I should react on this, guys.
On everything was just like the easiest way to go. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. No pun intended. I'm not gonna lie. I still do that now. I lay my weight on a lot of things, and sometimes it's things that like don't even make sense and aren't really justified. I also still struggle with, but I'm telling you, my early 20s, I was so bad with that. So what it is when you feel like you're being abandoned by someone that you really care about, you go to like extreme lengths to try to get them not.
This is literally whatever her therapist told her in that 15-minute introduction or whatever. Like, these are the things, like I mentioned before, when I started therapy, literally crying for the first like 6 to 8 months, every hour of my therapy once a week, like it was very therapeutic. It was really necessary. But the things that I felt were okay situations and experiences for me to go through. Turns out that they weren't. And I've never had that soundboard say that, hey, that stuff isn't normal. It's not okay to feel okay in chaos. It's not okay to always feel as if, you know, whatever you're saying is being taken the wrong way. And that message didn't really resonate until years into therapy, because it's like, yeah, you can agree with somebody and say, yeah, no, I totally understand what you're saying. It's a totally different scenario when you actually start living that. Amberlynn is such a farce and such just a not serious person that every single morsel, I wouldn't even be surprised if she taped the session, every single morsel that the therapist is going to throw her way, she's going to try to use to justify her past actions. And it's fucking disgusting.
To abandon you. And me admitting that I would tell my aunt fibs just so she wouldn't leave my life is really sad to hear. Like, that is genuinely like, damn girl, you have been struggling for far too long. And I know I'm not perfect now in 2025, but like the Amberlynn back then, 9 years ago, he didn't know all of the knowledge that I know now about BPD. It doesn't make those things right.
Yeah, but you knew so much about nutrition back then too, and your weight still has yet to go down. So how does that logic fit your whole like scenario here? It doesn't.
Or okay, but like looking back and now having an explanation is just like, whoa, stuff like that, because I know that I was struggling and I didn't understand why I was the way I was in any regard. And it's like,
you still don't understand why you are the way you are, because you are still doing those destructive habits. You think Snapchat and you think going on Instagram to put on your quote unquote thirst traps, you think that's fucking healthy? You think it's healthy to be part of feeder websites where people are literally paying you to off yourself? These are not healthy things. She's so stupid.
As a 34-year-old woman, I was literally 25 then. I was just in my mid-20s.
And you're still the same. You're still the fucking same. You are still the same. This is a true case of, if you don't change, you do remain the same. The only thing that is consistent in our lives is change. And again, we have the free will to move that change whenever we see fit, however we see fit.
So being able to kind of like figure that out now, like I feel bad that I've let down that girl from 9 years ago because I didn't do it sooner.
And then I'm sure they're talking about inner child work and stuff, because that's what those of us who were abused as children, that's what we are often trying to constantly like heal. And that's where a lot of our erratic feelings come from, is from that young person who wasn't taken care of. Now, however Amber is going to fucking twist this, if she even stays with the therapy, it's going to be like, it's just, she shouldn't be allowed to post this type of stuff, given who she is and given who she's shown to be on this platform for the last 10 years. Her information going out so consistently and so incorrectly is so damaging to young people that have obesity in their family or have these mental problems, and they're not seeking help because Amberlynn didn't seek help. Why should they?
You guys to know, but I should have just ignored it. I shouldn't have lied. I shouldn't have led you guys astray thinking I was losing weight when I wasn't. That's not okay. And that has definitely made it to where it's hard for you guys to believe me now, which I understand that.
Why? No, she may understand that, but like, look at this duper's delight bullshit. I'm so fucking tired of this bitch. There is absolutely no accountability for her most recent actions. She's bringing it back to 9 mother trucking years ago, where I don't even, what is this still Crystal? I think this is still Crystal. So she hasn't even made her way through more of her partners. And why are we reacting to this? I still don't know. I still don't get it.
It was 9 years ago. Since that video, I can tell you, I have never lied about my weight since then. At all. I don't want it.
Such a liar. So she's trying to point out that Beck's lying.
I promise you
that Beck lied about their about her lying about her weight and weigh-in.
To protect her feelings, a part-time job isn't as good as a full-time job. But Amberlynn, it was good enough. I just wish you believed it then. Yep, that's another moment that went viral. And I also was noticing while I'm watching this, why am I so whiny? Like, I'm giving whiny, and it's making me cringe, just like the slightest bit. Fuck me, like, damn. Excuse me, Amberlynn, what'd you just say? Excuse my language if you're young. Okay.
Excuse my language if you're young. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's what I'm saying. She doesn't think about who her reach, even though, whatever, I don't even want the low-hanging fruit. She doesn't even think about her reach in that she knows that kids are watching her, you know? And she still acts this way. And again, YouTube, why do you allow that?
People think I was healthy, even though I have unhealthy written all over me. Like, I still agree with that. Like, I will never promote morbid obesity, obviously. Like, I am just...
Hold up. Look, she's lying again.
Unhealthy written all over me. Like, this is not good. People think I'm promoting obesity and I'm not. I'm just trying to promote, like, love yourself no matter what while you're trying to better yourself. But it's like, don't be this person. I still agree with that. Like, I will never promote more.
That is not what she said at all.
obesity, obviously. Like, I am just a human existing. And I'm also trying to show that, like,
see how she looked at herself? Do I have it at regulars?
I am just a human existing. And I'm also trying to show that, like, you can love yourself and be confident, all while trying to improve. Like, I don't think that anyone should be this size and be okay with that. Like, there's a difference.
You're definitely okay with that. You're definitely okay with this. It's been 10 years and you haven't changed a fucking thing.
But back to what I was saying about, like, wanting people to think I was healthy. Like, I get that because there's such a stigma on, like, bigger bodies mean worse health. And honestly, it's true. Statistically, it is true. Yes, skinny people have heart attacks. Skinny people...
God, she is so the fucking worst, guys.
People have diabetes. Skinny people. But bigger people are more prone to these things. Like, it's his mom's house, and the shower that she had was, like, this old-fashioned, like... People ask if showering is hard? Yes. So in this video that I'm actually reacting to, at the time I was living in Destiny's mom's house, and the shower that she had was like this old-fashioned, like, small tub that, like, was on feet, and it was so tall and, like, the feet were so small that every single day I had to take, like, a shower outside of the shower. Showering at that time was, like, virtually impossible, or, like, a normal shower.
Able to take an actual shower until she got this accessible apartment.
Like, I made sure to clean my body almost every single day, but, like, I never stepped in the shower. And to wash my hair, I had to, like, put my head down and, like, wash it that way, like, in the tub. It was rough. It was hard.
And we all know that she does not like anything hard. Therefore, she wasn't doing this. She was probably washing herself maybe once every other week.
It was embarrassing. My stamina then, at the age of 25, is probably very similar to how my stamina is now. But the only difference is I actually push myself to do more.
Yeah.
And I wish I could have just, like, stayed on my weight loss journey. Like, genuinely. Because I let myself go. I stopped caring. I fucked up. And still 9 years later, people bring up this very video. And still, if I could go back in time, I would still film it. Because I remember after I filmed it, like a weight just, like, came off of me. It made it to where people didn't trust me anymore, which definitely fucking sucked. But I no longer was guilty, and I no longer was lying to my audience.
You know, it's really surprising to me that Amberlynn has the wherewithal to try to bring this 9-year-old fucking video up. Yet she can't address things that happened less than 2 months ago.
I did take accountability, but I also had a lot of, like
what? Like,
excuses and, like, whiny behavior that I was not jiving with. So I think I can understand why my audience was like, girl, this is not cool. But at the same time, I want to sit here and make excuses for myself and for my past behavior as, like, a 25-year-old who genuinely was so fucking immature. Like, I am super immature now as a 34-year-old woman, so imagine how immature I was at 25. So immature.
Nobody has to imagine it because we've seen it and you fucking lived it. Grow the fuck up.
It's insane. But anyways, wow, React Lynn. That was kind of fun, not gonna lie. Now I just want to react to a million different videos, not me turning into a reaction channel. Anyways, I hope that you guys...
She's so fucking stupid, bro. She's just so fucking dumb. I don't know. I got nothing else other than she's a fucking idiot.
See you next one. Bye.
Yeah, later, Amber, you dumb bitch. Look, she still cannot admit to herself of how bad of a person she actually is. And to me, that's just fucking hilarious. To see the delusion and how delusional people can get and how delusional abusers can be. Like, it's definitely opening my eyes to some things of where it's our personal responsibility to hold these people accountable. Therefore, if you are in an abusive relationship, if you are finding yourself in domestic violence situations, I encourage every single one of you to seek help. Keep in mind that it is a dangerous process, as you know. So it's very important to take care of it in a sense where you're not going to get hurt. There is a domestic abuse signal that has been making its way around, like the true crime streets. I'll put a little blurb here of what that looks like. One of my favorite channels for true crime is Grizzly True Crime, and Gizla just breaks down true crime in a very compassionate sense. And as Grizzlies, that's the community. As Grizzlies, we are always on the side of the victims. We never victim blame. And yeah, she showed me that there is indeed a signal. It has definitely helped people in the past, when they're out with their abuser. And this, again, this is what I can do is I can provide information and hope it reaches the right people, which I know it will. Tell your friends and family, about any of the resources that we have here in the US. If you're not in the US, please look up your local resources in terms of domestic violence. And just know that you being abused is not your fault. What you're responsible for is getting to the best life that you deserve. And nobody deserves to be abused. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for stopping by. This one isn't too Amber heavy, thank God, because I'm pretty glad this isn't Amber heavy. And then also now I get another day to not react to her and her stupidity. This probably isn't going to be received well amongst her audience. She's going to look at all the reaction channels, as we all know. And yeah, let's keep knocking this fucking monster down, man. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Curly out.